What is going on? What is going on, guys? Listen, welcome to Big Beard and Friends, episode 240. And for some of you who don't know that, that's 240 Fridays. That's 240 weeks. Not all of them have been live until the last, I think it's been a year now, close to a year of being live. But before then, it was weekly. I'm still working on my computer, but I have priorities. So with that being said, welcome to the 240th episode. And man, I'm going to tell you right now, it feels like these things that I'm doing, this passion project that I'm doing, I think that it's one of those things that you either got to have a knack for it and like it and love what I do, or love what and appreciate, I guess the word is. Or it just might not be your thing. I got some friends right now that just aren't into the whole podcasting thing. They don't think it appeals. It's not one of those things that they like. But at the same time, if that's you, that's you. If you're not, you're not. All right. No matter how big the audience, for that matter, there's always someone out there listening. I assure you. All right, first and foremost, before we get on with tonight's installment, I want to go ahead and say that if you are one of those people that are in a spot right now that you think you have no way out, tonight's, I think, message is for you. If you are in a spot or you know someone who is down, send this to them right now already, because I have a message and I want people to hear it. It's going to be okay. I know I'm not there with you. I know that I'm here week after week after week telling everybody, the positive message. I'm sure some of you get sick of hearing it. However, by looking at the news feed, by looking at any social media, I'm going to tell you now, people are in dark spots. They're not always going to talk about these dark spots. They're not going to be where you think they need to be, but they're going to be where they don't show you what's really going on. At home, BTS, how do you say that? Behind the scenes, whatever you want to call it. So tonight, I want to talk about, kind of leading into it, is kind of what I'm getting at, comfort. I want to talk about comfort, that word, C-O-M-F-O-R-T, comfort. See, a lot of us don't realize that comfort comes in many, many, many forms. I know that sounds redundant, right? Comfort? What do you mean by that? I'm talking about that state of that physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. I mean, that's what the definition says, right? We know that. But it's things that contribute to physical ease and well-being. You can look at things, it can be plural easily. We have many comforts in our lives. Some people might not want to hear tonight's message. This is all my opinion. If you are comfortable in certain parts of your life, that can be a good thing, but there can be bad things too, where people are comfortable being mean, comfortable with treating people. Yes, it's going. Nick, I just see your message here popped up there, bud. I hope you are comfortable in your life tonight, Nick. Wherever you are, whatever it is, some of us like being comfortable being mean. Some of us like being comfortable giving. You know, we love to find comfort in things that don't always need to give us comfort. Whether it's sex, drugs, rock and roll, right? Whether it be any kind of comfort, drinking, and let's all seriousness, it can be drinking. We have many of us have dealt with alcoholism. That was a comfort for me. One of those things that I almost don't want to say those things, but I found comfort in alcohol for a good spell in my life. I got well off with it, meaning I did it more behind people's backs than they thought. And I really wasn't hiding it. I just drank more than people saw. And I recognized that it was a comfort. Okay, some of us have comfort in food. Are you one of those food people? Are you a foodie? Do you like food? I have comfort food. I love to eat. If you're like me, we love to eat. You find that comfort? Or maybe you're looking for a comfort in a loved one, or a relationship, or a friendship. Huh? Maybe you're looking for, I don't know, a person that just wants to come along and scoop you off your feet. Maybe you found that person, and you found that comfort with them. Maybe you found that person, and they just didn't find you. Maybe they didn't think that you were for them, and that it was uncomfortable. See, if you talk about comfort, you have to talk about uncomfortable. Well, if you're doing it as a coping mechanism, if you're doing things as, I want to find comfort in this bad thing, then I think that there's problems. Not everybody drinks or is an alcoholic or does or has some form of addiction. Some people have never even thought to be like that. When you think of comfort, though, you should think of friends, support. Now, with me, I like to turn to my friends. I think I don't know if that's you or that's what you do, but when I'm feeling down or I'm feeling like I need a person or someone to talk to, I choose my friends. Some of us find comfort in just being alone. Looking at my news feed, I'm going to get back to that real quick. It almost makes me want to, and maybe I should, I don't know, write every single person that I see saying they have an issue, a situation in their life, and they need comfort. It's not in the form of wanting attention. These are legitimate people that I'm watching that say and need and do and want help. I say they want comfort because they're in a spot. I've been there. You dig? That's why I say I've turned to my friends. I'm sure some of my friends hate that I say certain things, stories, if you will. What is that expression? I probably beat a dead horse, which means I'm doing it over and over and over for nothing. It feels same old thing. But when you have an encounter with a friend who, mind you, was there for comfort, or is there for comfort, and they put you in your place because they know that you know better. Does that make sense? When they try to help you, they're comfortable enough that they found the comfort in saying, hey, this is not how it's going to be. This is not what, this ain't what is going to happen. That does something. When you have a comfort for the goodness, even being around people or being around a place or going somewhere, or perhaps yours is being outside. When you have that comfort, we're like, this is my spot. This is where I can let it all go. Maybe it's the beach. You know, I know that sounds like a cliche, but a lot of us love the beach. A lot of us love the mountains. If you're like me, you know, we're the like polar opposites. I love the beach. I love it. Think it's great, fantastic to get in and do my thing, and then, you know, hang out on the beach, and, you know, like be up in my hotel and go out to eat, go to Strip and the Boulevard, whatever. I can dig that. But there's still that part of me that says, I want to go to the mountains. I find that comfort in seeing rolling hills where I'm from, the foothills of Appalachia. You know? I know that a lot of us find comfort in pills, in barbiturates, in opioids, whatever. Whatever, for that matter. I knew people who wanted something so bad, a high, they found comfort in it so bad that they would almost take anything, which, not like anything, they knew what to take, if you will, whatever, and they found comfort in the pills. Whatever your comfort is, and I don't know if this is making sense, maybe, if it is for the betterment of you and others around you, I say build that. You find comfort in helping people. Build that help. Keep going with it. Grow, I guess. If you find comfort in helping, you know, do it. I say that I look around the Facebook and the social media a lot. You know, I say that. Well, I do. Probably more than I admit. It's actually, you know, the tip of the iceberg there. That just a small bit that I'm admitting. What I'm saying is I look and I compare. I don't judge. I don't call it judging. I compare and I go, gosh, if I could really, really sit down with them. Some people I just can't sit down with. I don't have, that ability to be where they're at or where they're not or whatever the case may be. But if I can ever help, I'll send you good stuff, encouraging stuff, all of that. That would be cool. But if I can hook you up with like a number, let me know. If you need more help beyond me, I'm no one. I'm just saying that I'm here. But if you can help somebody and have that comfort that you can help them so much that they help others and they grow, that's what I'm talking about, growing, then do it. I get on here week after week after week, and I know. That's exactly what I do. Those who have followed me for 5 years, thank you. I'm building. I'm growing. I like to give people knowledge or some kind of something that maybe they can use or I don't know, the way things have happened to me, I like giving that back to people. I mean, when you understand that true meaning of comfort, right? I mean, I could blab all night, but that pleasant and satisfying feeling of being physically, mentally free from pain and suffering or someone or something that provides that kind of feeling. We like that, right? We do. We do. It's like, are you fogging up your norm with the comfort and making yourself really uncomfortable and having discomfort? I'm just saying, if you believe in your Bible, the way I know to come alongside and give aid in a time of need is what the Bible says. We're supposed to comfort each other. Now, perhaps you're like, whoa, I don't want to talk about the Bible. Fine. Don't you still think that comfort is important? The way I am, I like to come alongside and give aid in time of need if I can, but it's very hard. I can say all this to you, right? You can agree with me, right? You can say, you're absolutely right, Big Beard. I know what you're talking about. But it's harder than you think to go out sometimes and help people. Here recently I had a family member of mine was going to help me with some things, and I said no, and I didn't realize that I really offended them, and it unless he's watching now, it really made me feel like crap. But at the same time, I had that comfort in knowing that we were there, and it was a moment, and it was over, and we even talked about it for a moment, and it was a comfort. I told you tonight I was going to say things that people didn't want to hear, and this is only because I've experienced some stuff. But let me tell you this, and people might hate me for this. Some of the things that we find that you find comfort in is not any comfort at all. You're just doing it to blur and fog up and hide in disguise what's really going on and behind that guise of a smile. That's what we're doing. That's what you're doing. That's rough, right? Be real. Be real. Don't get mad at me. Don't think something. But we hide behind the guise of a smile all the time through things that make us feel and bring comfort. Now back to bringing comfort to someone. Let's touch on that for a moment. If you bring comfort to someone, it's to lessen or sadness, sorrow to that person, right? So you're going to lessen the sadness or sorrow of someone, right? Now, how would you do that? How would you do that if you really want to? You're strengthening by inspiring them, huh? With hope. Definitely. You restore things in people, a cheerful outlook. That's what it says. That's what it says it means, right? So if you can lessen the sadness of a person, if I can lessen the sadness in you, watching, listening, my neighbors are hearing me right now in the cul-de-sac. Thank you for the 4 listeners. But if you can lessen that sadness or sorrow of somebody by inspiring them with hope, if I can do that and say things that changes someone, I usually speak from the experiences that I've just went through, and sometimes I give you facts, and I know I give you this and that. That's fine. I mean, if I can comfort you. Huh? What are we, going to church here, Blake? Yeah. Call it whatever you want. I can hear people now. That doesn't bother me. People like that don't realize that I'm the opposite. That's what fires me and gets me going. It's for them to be mean. Y'all know that you might not hear, I talk like the whole world does, but those who know me know that I like to be called the bully basher. I'll shut it down. You're playing around and horseplaying, that's different. When you're really being a bully to somebody, I'm talking taking lunch money, pushing them around, and get out of my way just because I'm big and you're little bully. Nah, I'm going to get involved. So that kind of stuff fuels me. Now, why would I be that way? Now, with me, it stems from childhood. Call it trauma. Call it whatever you want. That stuff's behind me. I have comfort now in knowing that that stuff. I'm kind of glad the meanness and the negative stuff happened to me. I thank everybody that was ever mean to me. I thank everybody that did me wrong. I thank everybody that, slapped me around, beat me, whatever you want to call it. I thank you. Now, why would I thank them? Because you made me who I am today. So now I have that comfort in knowing I grew from things. That's what I was talking about. That I wanted us to grow. I want people to grow. Grow it. From a beard to a kindness. Grow it. Oh, what are you? What are you? Listen, you're trying to give strength and hope to people? Yeah. You say what you want. I've been told, so I'm going to say it. And I've been told this by my man. I'm going to say it, K-Dog. K-Dog, you're watching. Listen here. I do have a story to tell, and I do have a message. We all have a story to tell, and let me tell you, I said tonight wasn't going to be nice to people, but I'm not going to be mean. What I mean is I'm going to be blunt. I'm going to be forward. I'm going to be honest. Some of us have found comfort in the wrong things, and we don't know what to do when we found that out. Some of us need comfort. We have comfort. We have comfort in the wrong spots, in the wrong places, the who, what, when, where, whys. All that can be wrong because you might not have believed in yourself. You might have been put in a situation. Something might have happened. Whatever your if, ands, buts, or whys, whatever it may be, it's not my business. What I'm saying is the situation is all the same. If something happens that you had too much comfort in, if something happens to that comfort, boom, and it's gone, it messes with us inside. And it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to know, hey, this is getting on my nerves. This didn't work out. And it's okay to react. But if it's something bad or if it's something negative, don't react on that kind of stuff. That's not what I'm about. You know, I'm going to speak. I say I'm going to speak in the Bible. This is me now. It says the God of all comfort. I mean, that means when we're discouraged or disappointed or we're grieving, we're dealing with a painful situation of any kind. We can run to his word for strength and for support. Those things get me through, or I wouldn't be. Now listen. You might not go to church. You might not believe things. You may believe a certain way and not go to church. You might not care. You may think, oh, he's mentioning church. I'm going to get out of here. Well, maybe the message isn't for you, but let me tell you right now, if I can keep you for just a second, it is on my end. I'm not ashamed to tell you that I love Jesus, that I'm there for Jesus. I love God, but I'm not going to hate you if you don't. I'm not going to hate you if what you're doing is something I don't like. That's not what I'm about. My religion tells me, respectively to others, tells me to love one another. So if I can give that comfort through, oh, you know, why are you this way? What happened? If I say something like, oh, my religion or God done this with Jesus, people are like, oh, that's fine. That's fine. I don't hate. All I know, it doesn't matter what race, creed, or color you are, we all need comfort, and we all need comforting. What is that deep meaning? What's that deep meaning of comfort? To soothe, to console, to reassure, to bring cheer to. Right? So many of us don't have that. And if that's you tonight and you're watching, let me tell you, it is important. Comfort is important. Keep it. And why would it be important? Why? It allows you to feel more in control when you're comfortable with knowing what's going on. Not everything do I live by what I say, but let me tell you something. The reason I'm hardly ever mad at certain things, and I am, but I never expect things to go my way. Yeah, I mean, I know that sounds crazy. Well, they shouldn't anyway. No, just... And if you never expect the best out of people, and never expect that you can never be let down. There's a comfort in knowing that you can help people with your words. There's a comfort with me in knowing that I can give you positive emotions. Apparently some things that I say are not all probably good. But if I can bring anybody or even help somebody give that condition of well-being and contentment and that security and pass that on to somebody, then that's what I do. Listen, it's Friday. I don't know what you got going on, and I always say it, I always do. But I do hope that you heal from whatever it is that you do not talk about. And whatever comfort you need or you want, keep going. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. You are somebody, if you are here today. You are somebody, whether you have kids, whether you have family. And I'm going to tell you right now, the world just wouldn't be the same without you in it, and I don't even have to know you. You're somebody, and you deserve it. A chance to show yourself you got this. Guys, what are those 3 words that I say? When I say these 3 words week after week after week that help. Y'all know this. You know this. I've said this for 240. Love. Something just hit the top of the roof. I don't know what that was. Love, peace, chicken grease.